Fredo Timinka. Okay, so you go so man you hear say bia nsabe kan Fred na ye ne no edin komo collection wo mo krata wo mo de apie fa ye nyumtuni stone boy ho. So before I be come man so na ye ne ye Fred force no kasama ye collection, that's a collection of agreed customers of Men's Gold and on the krata ba was say arrest, prosecute and strip Stone Boy of any national or corporate award. So the National Security Yoko and CID is being called upon to arrest, prosecute and strip Ghana's dancehall artist Livingston Eche Setekle, popularly known as Stone Boy, of any national or corporate awards or award for openly endorsing and promoting CD Coin NFT and CD Coin Club, an unlicensed financial scheme which has been found to be a scam. It should be noted that Stoneboy has over 2.8 million followers on Twitter, over 3.1 million followers on Facebook, and over 4 million followers on Instagram. And as such, we must not take his influence lightly. Senior Medi kind too when you come so Fred Forson Ekasama ye sa collation ye kui wamo eken Diana Stoneboy ayo mo yanyin chechim no bin fanka Fred ya da se mo akwa baba entertainment review so
yo me jodo akwesi
bako de
nya me dia che
so kratai ene nsemu amoka wom yenchi Stoneboy yen prosecute no yenji award bia wenya mo se dian Stoneboy ayemo den pa
akwesi yesterday Stoneboy all bo baby wa Ghana ha is the omboa oman Ghana and then another channel ebenya 30 years of practicing a democracy na Stoneboy kai there ona na oya brand ambassador for Men's Gold Wambra Bochoko atuyanchema watu ya ehwe yakrate ma nipa 179 abahwe no ba by prem about 2-3 weeks ago ne emu de o promote adidio ne platform do or friend CD Coin nti eyin yakasa baba oda inde bia obese sana agina na de but still he was standing on his ground.
O se money no kasa ye bra mu so promote sa CD Coin no.
Yes, I for one on Twitter my name is Frederick Forson and I do every place, either Twitter or Instagram and other Facebook. He was fighting us. He believed that what he was doing was right. Mekaida Bridget Otukran was started. You have to be sensitive to the plight of the victims of Men's Gold. Because you are the very same person. 2-3 years ago, we promoted Men's Gold. Na share atuyan chama watu amanfo. Intinka them see the coin at least but caught behind it to find out there or legit. Somebody so just there. That thing is a good thing, and he was very vehemently defending it. It prompted some of us you caught behind it to dig into CD Coin. Now, all that we saw is, in fact, one of the language, like we said in the letter, actually the way I was structure CD Coin on your Men's Gold structure, in a GCCH, bina urban Sao no say. One of there were 3 key things I mean. One, CD Coin is promising a fixed rate of return. Even if the CD Coin is registered by the Security and Exchange Commissioner, according to the rules of engagement of Security and Exchange Commission, it's an operative fund management, so you cannot promise a fixed rate of return. That is the first thing. Number 2, if you want legal terms, their language, another dictionary we're using now. On your Men's Gold agreement paper, agreement, and other Men's Gold terms, it's almost the same thing. here they are saying, say, Queen, the gold purity is 99.5%. Eba male gold is a male gold. Now one was promising, was saying that the gold, the purity of gold was 92%. In school, in your 90% column now, you're excellent. It's almost the same thing. Now, other things, in fact, end of the day, make sure that screenshot it. One legal terms, I did a workshop, and when you read it, if you understand and say, when you think for how a language test whatsoever, you could really see number one speaking through that test. If your question is so, we saw there.
Okay, you can, but you're afraid. Okay, you can see number one speaking through that text. I saw what you're saying.
But I saying there, and today I'm going to review another thing. But I saying there, come on, that city coin, or your kind of number one made scam. That city coin, or your kind of. But that it is looking like. And fortunately, to corroborate our story, under 4 days ago, A plus so the people to abontain there. Why a research about the city coin? The way we does no in one there. It's one there, not friend to advise to do J. But back to our letter, no. If you hear all this research, then you're better about because we are victims. Already we are breathing over our wounds, what has happened to us. Strong boy and show any remorse. Like I said in the letter, question in other jurisdictions, in Ghana celebrate this year. What funding for male good? Stone Boy, Kumi Guitar, Becky, Jackie Apia, James Gardner, Ochiami Kwame, and the rest of them. They could come up with a fund. Another show, another Bobo concert to raise funds to support the victims of men good. Because 179 people have died. Many people have been left orphans. Why you janka? If you mark coma, if you mark blind. But the man now, Stone Boy on Yano, he doesn't have any compassion and going ahead to promote another scam. We think that thing is serious. And so we are expecting the National Security or Yoko and the IGP to invite him. Yes. Since 2 days ago, I released a letter. No. Yesterday, within 24 hours, Bank of Ghana has come up with a letter there. City coin, it has not been licensed. And the payers, maybe there's someone in Angasa who are treated to be a issue disclaimer. I mean, when you read the disclaimer now, bad, but if we have to go into it again, it means this is an unrepentant somebody who has been forced to come and say, I am sorry. If you say, I should say sorry, I'm sorry. That's what he wants to tell us. Because when you read details of the so-called disclaimer now, why I'm sorry. So if you say, I should say sorry, I'm sorry. But you give it that's not on my Ghana, not a promote. I believe it's our culture there. Maybe we should go back into his history and look at how he makes money. It's very bad.
So, Fajemi.
Yes.
Near Bibusane said celebrities, which I mean Stone Boy also fits into it. Wakoye Bibisa. Sign be ambassadorial deal be an endorsement be a ne ho koba asemo so bono yemfa bono nti mode so bono say mode so bo Stone Boy say we are part of or how am name because of men's gold me boy.
I mean you want me Stone Boy out of it. I love that argument. Them there last week by Simon and the rest of them were talking about them there. Some of your colleagues also in the industry are talking about it. But today, we have an experience. It's like with Stone Boy, he ambassador for men go with this star experience, And so we approach you another, even in your own volution. If you want to front for another like male gold schema. And can you be very cautious and you be sensitive? That is the point we are making. What's the informed about the panel? But I have fared so with a very huge embarrassment which has led to a national disaster. And so when you are going to see the coin, I said I am very careful to know what you are talking about. But hey, the gentleman feel there, my audience, all right. If you got a celebrity, another a musician or whatever, say, he a brand ambassador for something that they did for wronger, necessarily you should be pinned to it. So if I should read the Old Testament of Stoneboy from Mangold Asamosia, okay, 2020, whilst you were looking for number one or Onye Sikano, he followed number one to go and sign on a new artist. And we think that is insensitive.
So, Mammy may for nya and Chaseka crab, said, as someone Stoneboy, a cotroy, teach you ma, Mweja lie, Nina, ye, no, the on Twitter handle. Yeah. Every hardworking person deserves to make money. The future is now. Times are changing. Anticipate the City Coin NFT. City Coin, join the City Coin Club. We'll tell you more later. Now, say, we know, Obeka said, Onusu, Nijidi, say, Adia way, Adia, CC, no naba. Enti send one kind of bonnie, Anna.
I go see. I don't know whether you have time. Let me see. And we see the coin. What the baby better was the NFT. NFT, that is non-fungible token. Okay, yeah, bonnie. Some of us we have taken the pain to go behind them NFT. You know, non-fungible token here. And honor artist, you know. And the people are very smart. We know it. Honor artist, you know. And can his works. As I say. The videos and those things, they are able to convert it onto a tech platform. What kind of blockchain? Actually, so they do what they call minting and those kind of things. Who works, who artworks, and they convert, onto that cryptocurrency-like thing, then you trade on it. But this city coin, yes, electronic Ponzi. It's on a stone and can artworks, it got converted into NFT because there are other material and other works which are being sold that way. But still, as long as you are promising a fixed rate of return, it's a Ponzi. That is it. You see, we are against NFT. We have read some of us. So because we want to be sure and know what we are talking about, we have gone deep into it, and I'm telling you that. This is like the GCCH nearby in Saomi, Melgo, Namo, and two. Just this morning, you go, I'm sure from here you go there. There's a gentleman, something Worldlich. I'm sure was Xylophone Media. We are asking the police also to invite him and ask him questions. Because it is appearing that he is also related to the CD coin test. So that now there are some things are coming out. So let's see as we go further and we dig.
Na mose mo hwehwe mu no ehye namwana sa CD coin no any dia.
Yeah, can't say any dia, but all that we are saying is say CD coin no, the nature and form of it no. Come I say men good no. And men good you and the document I often the contract paper no. The terms and conditions in it no. And sometimes some of the language, then I'm one friend from 2018, I think some of the language being used there. You read that, another follow. Now, when you just oppose it with what has been said in the past and other things now. One like diction. And I will.
Okay, so Yamra Stoneboy, disclaimer. Anani who are watching efi esa CD coin ho ma men kan sem no de to dwa minim se wo de wa kan but etiefo a muti adamanti ma me brain kitu bi na men kan near Stoneboy akotro ni or say for the avoidance of doubt, I'm not an ambassador for CD coin. I'm not associated with the product, nor have I been rewarded to promote it. The developing world of NFTs and W30, the metaverse and digital crypto assets, and the ability to change people's financial fortunes has caught my attention in recent times, and I simply thought I was sharing a Ghanaian version I had discovered for people who are interested, as I am to join me on my learning path. My advocacy was for people to join a club for us to learn further information on how not to be left out of the new global order, not to encourage people to invest in a financial scheme of any sort. In hindsight, I should have hastened slowly, but I blame over enthusiasm from all the interesting things I'm discouraging about the adoption of these descriptive technologies. May we all do as the Bank of Ghana says and exercise caution, even as we strive to do better for ourselves and our communities. Thank you. Unedited way, may you be in film sending with your na my kind. But as someone Stoneboy was you on one CD coin, Obiamano, Bibiaso, one promote you. One of the Nanka, Najino, Najim Ponese, NFTC, Obifis club will be no so Martin Tinka, Yanko Shan, who Abian Faso was so.
Stoneboy, it is his word against our word. Obiamo, for instance, let's sign a medical contract name you. But the only idea you are an ambassador, we're promoting it. And city credit too. You need to be sign a contract or not. Maybe more rather, we should press further and trigger the police action so that he can tell us more. Because he really, not some more like maybe the latter part, you can see that he's being remorseful over there. But to tell us that on your learning path, tell us even in your area. Yeah. We also, we came with this statement. We also make sure that we had all our facts correct, incontrovertible, that he himself cannot controvert it before we came out. It's a now that we were learning about the CD coin. And even there's a question there, what is that Ghanaian version? In that statement, he's silent in it. What is the Ghanaian version of the NFT he's talking about? Is it the CD coin? Because the NFT itself, one promise a fixed rate of return. And I could see if you like, read Security and Exchange Commission Act 929, then the release that whatever after the collapse of fund management and those, you come to know that even when you are dealing in fund management, you are not supposed to promise fixed rate of return. And see, what is the name of the Ghanaian version about it? You know? I mean, maybe he may need a PR. Somebody should guide him, maybe how he should have even responded. But if we have to go deep, we have to dig deep into it. More or less, he's not even showing remorseful. But maybe.
And to chop, and chop, in fact, watching who fee city coin, we still are Mobon Joso, Mosedia and police. Namufis away police baby be found here.
I consider this a very grave matter. Because looking at his record, this is a very influential person. And the followers, on the average, he's influencing about 3.3 million people, both Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And see, more kind Yawaha, number one, or the male good bear no green. 2020 or the Playboy bay. Playboy, they are nearby. I'm the PTFM was one of the radio stations. Yeah, by national security, they invited them and Playboy died. That time, no, we do not less than 300 people were Takwa. And so many other people in Accra here. Even as we speak, I don't know the number of people who have gone into the city quarantine. Because one, now Bridget Otu was saying, somebody invested and earned 1.6 million. Within a day, the person lost the money again. Actually, you see, some boys' words should not be taken lightly. For us, well, it's good. Bank of Ghana about Bontin. Ya caution any customers, and I believe Ghana will be interested, will be happy with that. So at least when we sounded the alarm bell, state authorities are. But the way he's going about his things, and because the NFT thing, I read about it. I'm sure you go further in this. It's about your artwork and those things never convert into cryptocurrency and but not the CD coin type here. Work about it at one terms, legal terms and license and those things. You read the crowd, what it? They are dealing with their company. One of them, when you read it, they are dealing with the gold. The person is going to export the gold. And see, who is that person? What is them company now? One license now here or dealing gold? What friend of them? And two, who are the owners of the CD coin? Because only one can change. There will be a man and there are rules. Now, I guess I'm Australia or born they will.
Well, since sisi also twini ho fi hu na intise mu beje mu ana still mu krem ni okan mu mfa nya asem won.
Oh, yeah, can say it's civic responsibility. It's up to him. Maybe he can go further. What demonstrate there, he really regrets what has happened. Now, there was another lady who cried. No, I mean, for instance, on my Facebook, where some of his guys came and insulting us and attacking both Twitter and Facebook and all that. But because I lead a lot of people, lawyers, doctors, security personnel, some are on retirement, even at the point of death. Now we need to calculate. So this guy is a very influential person. And if people were to be trapped into it, because another disaster.
Okay. All right. Fred.
I don't have much against him as a person. But
and it's don't want to whom fees are CD coin. We mama be CD coin bia meboa. Okay. All right, Fred. Me da see the see us me sure say China bibi and tia say be baby. Why? Me da say Fred forcing Kasama a coalition of men's gold customers, aggrieved men's gold customers. Now, one more dear, one more na Stoneboy wadin ho akwa for sa CD coin ni ho enkomo so Bank of Ghana enkomo ya yedi for some time has been going on na Bank of Ghana for the krata pie a wo ka ba sa CD coin ya Stoneboy ekoka ho asem ya ama ewie abe enkomodie notice to the general public on a cryptocurrency investment scheme called CD Coin. Bank of Ghana for kokoboni nie was say Bank of Ghana has taken note of the impending launch of cryptocurrency investment scheme named CD Coin. The public is hereby cautioned that neither this investment scheme nor the promoters of the company have obtained the approval of Bank of Ghana to operate in the banking and payment services sector. Further, the previous notices issued by Bank of Ghana on such schemes, in particular notice and be number BG/GOV/SEC/2018/02, Bank of Ghana underscores the fact that such schemes are not regulated under any law in Ghana. The general public is advised to exercise caution with regards to trading in cryptocurrencies and other unregulated investment schemes. The bank further cautions all regulated institutions, including banks, specialized deposit-taking institutions, dedicated electronic money issuers, and payment service providers to desist from facilitating cryptocurrency transactions and unlicensed investment schemes through their platforms or agent outlets. The general public is advised to take note and be guided accordingly. Bank of Ghana, and we are to ja. After today, ye knew who come obium. And immediate member can't say CD coin. Stoneboy, and what they say me, Wakofaba. And can you Stoneboy and what didn't who for you, and can entertainment review, yeah, man, Stoneboy, you Stoneboy. A real studio man saying, Kojo King at Nase, Samson, Whitney Boachimensa, and Socrates Safo. Member studio man say, Socrates, meet you, Asemi and Komoi, Bajinche.
Because Asemno, ne fapim, Oti, baby, None Kasa, no, Eddie Frina, ne is boiling on one legalities, Nenyama. Then Bank of Ghana, the most important thing is almost on my issue statement. And Stoneboy and so on also abe issue in statement. Inti mitie ni nyina I think say enti asie bi aye adwuma baby amemete no say it boils on legalities. The person who was promoting it no enso abechirechire mu ene ni aye affected nso no I feel say was say ono nso etu Ghana fo nyina afo no ono nso etufo including Stone Boy we two Stone Boy for ama Stone Boy nso no utie ni statement na waje ne wo asupamu inti we say say we should move on. That's the most important thing.
But I mean, celebrities, because in Comodian, they found baby in Sunono. A man for raise issues, and back in the days from Men's Good, and notice almost statement, Omoka, Jackie Apia, Chame Kwame, Becca. Stone Boy Kroya, a host of others, Abem Shatamunina Kahon, they endorse Men's Gold, and then you see, and people are asking questions. So, if a celebrity endorse such a scheme, na BBC, should we hold them? Should we hold them to account? Should they be held accountable to BBC? So,
again, it boils on legalities. Unya lawyer bia no bisana. Me say no betimi aboa, but me layman na me ti say as a lay person me hu Messi o promote Pepsi, me hu how do you call it, Asamoah o promote Paradise, any Michael Essien o promote Sporty Bets ne niema. I think say buyer beware number 1 a law o de kokota buyer beware e wo ho. And also yetimi legally, but to contract somebody to come and promote it, you can't hold the promoter responsible for the products. I don't think say legally no it holds. The lawyer bini ebise ni mo so betimi I may be wrong, but from baby ameteno me feel say the promoter is only contracted to do a job, not the owner of the product. No. Or no ya fano eni ebisa ni say bia wanum bi o say oh ma no ma ye ma me pa e bia wo no ma wa wo no ma enye ma wo enti ne ye ma me no enye ma wa eno nche say obetimi aba be hold me de me akokot say adentira me no ye na ye ma me ama be kan enti kwesi I am say legally no see ebetimi a church, but from
me who a man for omo bo some of these celebrities and in particular it has to do with phone
and then phones
phone,
okay.
Obi ambassador for a phone na wako event na a man for her say akwawe ono ya ambassador for sa phone phone na we issue here sa phone bi crown no issue and so no body roma a man for some koto phone no no kra sa no issue phone fufro and the account. So the question is Sadia na so kretu bo hu de wura ma me se me nkoto no where you should be paying what so ahwe unim se ne sitie e na wodi hu dance here enti wodi hu dance here sa na okra no sa na wonum special eyes da you understand wonum bi da e na wodi hu dance na okasa na bia mkono me na bia bibi
I
so before
yeah we there mama fra minua Kofi Kumbilsen Kofi me chia we yesu tie ya ono na obey adverta o say LPM bi wo ha o ti se Kofi se we die me di nukuredie eni nyamesuro ena edi hu adanse se special ice wonuma eya o masa caveat no kwesi hu me nti se ya o ma bi o eya o ma bi
ade
eya o di nyamesuro ne nukuredie e kan LPM ni bi.
Oh, sir, who he has 70 years.
Oh, there be no party on him 71 years.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I don't have to add that.
Oh, okay,
but I mean, say Kofi or person say or need no cano. But I'm saying that a man use Kofi terms no no credit ni nyamesum ni sanya mana.
No kasana no where you should be.
Yes, so I mean, I say that's what I'm saying. I dance there na woody no. Now why you should be no.
Kwezi. And no na no na that's the second phase. And no na make say many umi no. Aye wo media yi. Eni maybe o ha e was say yeti ase eni CV so ma public no. One because he say when it comes to public and some mo beka per how they feel, what they think about whatever is going on across the world no. They are allowed. in the comfort of their omufie so omuti omufie anase nia waba show ne e bia okita phone bi no say Kwesi Aboagye na advertise phone A no kita phone B or no obetimi adwen sa but menya sure say
was it who are the yes or dream we've seen
obetimi aka and no ye or no e bia ni nimdie mu no nti ase say e bia na advert bi na wo ye otima say product bi o ha ko advertise ya advert ni krampo no omo ma obi say jig for
ethically who ni say because so create who catch them say morally ethical who catch them say
Kwesi me pa
no special eyes now who no special eyes
ha no na ma me nkyere wase say e bia advert phone A Socrate phones abefa wo say koye advert Socrate phone one omu marketing strategy
the busu your ambassador not just adverts because any else
ambassador yes
who endorse
what was in the contract what was in the me bacho
una wudi ho dance here so wudi ho dance here no mami who say because o si phone here
good
aden na who use be
me bacho contract na me ni omo sign ye no
so it mean I'm not interested in your contract because
there be a
who catch them say me call you phone now who Socrate to use Socrate phones now who catch them say me use Socrate phones no I will see phone here papa and now who use phone for so what do you think say me I will catch them say me use no now who use Socrate phones no there na person catch me
and Kwesi say argument we no me ngo lie no me call the right channel
enya me lie I say na me bisa
me say tie me Kwesi tie me me say the right thing is say me person me kira amanfo a omutie en ne say so hu obi e bia wo bo phone hu da ro no kita different phone na one e bia contractor phone no ko ye ambassador no
there be
say ambassador no ko ye no
so create two dia wan say who catch him say phone no ye say I don't how they use be
se nia ogina ho okasi phone ni yo ye twa no video amu ho TV so no ye contract adwuma ne de ama no enti contract ni bi wo ho a omo frɛ o se bra be ye no omo no won sign hyemu say o je 10 cedis okay ye ma 10 cedis aka ho da bia no so use phone we je footballers e bi obe hu Puma ana Adidas
members say one na ko kan say Messi Pepsi to the affair no ya so Messi e no ka chese yan kono Pepsi na Messi no Coca-Cola
per the contract na
which one is by contract
Kwesi to bo say Messi me enchire public na ade say e contract what terms and conditions contract near terms and conditions can say be ye advert we ye for ambassador every year ye mount special
Messi
ice
be catch him say me konom Pepsi she say ono she ni tokrobim no ba konom Coca-Cola but I mean I don't
pay the contract na Pepsi for the man no Pepsi for sebi omo marketing managers no omo marketing near last year this case one say no as part of the contract only ko sign you put it as part of it say in public you should be seen to be drinking this product. You're part of the contract, but one fine shemua, massa, or what can say, or you should be ope. And you say, Muhuni sana, public, Muhu say, one, any product, no.
Asema me bisa ne say, Socrate, nya kan yes, ne kwanso.
Ne kwanso. What you say, ne kwanso?
Oh, nyabotre.
There be me nyabotre go see.
Men pre ho.
There be me pre me ho because man pre me ho a, o be say asem no.
Ja, me say asem no. Oh yen etie for me fans yen wo ton nyama na man no wo ton product na man no ye ni enye ebetimi aba se eye wo Socrate adanse a wo die se wo kan si Kofi Kombeosin enti ana bia me Kwesi Aboagye meti ase adanse a me di enti na etie for no mu tie no Kwesi Aboagye akan die
exactly
ena wo se Kwesi Aboagye no kura o kan no ade kura sa won yusu bi
okay.
And I will say, me contract no, near me company ni one no,
yes,
company na fancy.
Yes.
But I'm saying only pakuna also on kota ade no. What does that one got to do with him?
And no nya wo Kwesi headache. And no na say marketing manager na say company na wo bomb ho ade no ho da ro no. So mo no mutimeti ase say so mo amfa nhye clause no amfa sika ni bi anka ho amma wo am ni wa nye supply your friend say agreement say okay shirt we na obe share da bia every week yeah supply will shirt
this man
what am I say no mo ja wo sa enya wo fault
this man
I will not blame you. I will not blame the celebrity who is using different products. I'll blame the company now and then sign contracts, You must always supply. That is why in football and sports, who companies now supply kits now. They be a no making sure say you have enough. Make it excuse be a
secretary. My mama is here for.
Thank you. Muhu say will be advertising no before okita be before fra. Men blame company no.
Yo.
Me da say.
What do I mean to you? Why?
Kwesi, for the longest time, I've always had issues with Sena, not only celebrity, but see from influencers and brand ambassadors, promoting Yama.
I think that's the right word.
Influencers.
Yes, because most of them are not celebrities.
They are influencers.
Yeah.
I think I started many call, especially more slim tea. Any waste then sanyama yes. It's just a side example. Black China. Make I say or you're one of the promoters of sanyama or promoting slim tea parcel. And then tina me so I think say me wo my second child, Me hono 2 weeks after it was social media. And no also same it time on him. 2 weeks after no. I have very, 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 very trim. And also a tea and all that. Honestly, I nearly asked to be with US. Say me pesa brand nibi. Niem fam breme. And then nyamia ebi opemasem ne one Rob Kardashian in talk na de buy no obeje mu say enye slimty na ama na aye ne aye no na wakoye full body surgery na your friend no the mommy baby, there's a word for it. Enti eno na ama na aye sa na enye tea na tea ne kwa no nom and all that. And after that, I started watching influencers. Every time me was social media, me share influencers na there. And another one na Mishro pa your mom recommend in ro na there. Sometimes me bisa say ana onimnya all kind of crap because some say asem na nipa na kano and pass ye and all that. But then again, no, ya to mo say numbers game. Enti the more numbers you have, the more ubetumi enya sa promotions na there gigs na there wo timeline so no one can ho asem. But however we see it, at the end of the day, bibia odeto as obia you are in a certain space and your celebrity pay, but ebia on social media you have we are very post a lot in think of with the wechi o numbers dosun and now say we a public figure. You should know say there are some things and for fun to say Bible into once a wo kano nipa na eji tumu so say Socrates say adie we eye adepa enye me Socrates did enough to also try it. And we should I say ye need that ye so say bibie bia ye do to hono once we are in that space and kofu DH and kofu GND to some extent. We may say nipa no pen no GND. But I think that we also owe it as a responsibility not only to yen but your conscience. That is, if we have conscience, and to the innocent person out there. Because, Socrates, Sisi, I know whether I like it or not, no, may obi randomly to me by me inbox mo, ebisa me, oh Whitney, me pay fertility doctor.
Why?
Because of your sister skipper, ejumana ye no. Because we deal with fertility doctors na de no. Inti ne pa ne feel say, we are trustworthy and we are total or pages so say ye outreach ye say so we are trustworthy enough say or bet trusting our brabo cry say okay doctor who came that doctor is good enough for me so me de me cry na me bibia be kwa kwhye ni mu say o obetumi aboa me in a way enti we may see it say eni nipa na contracts mu say wa can say okay, me ye brand ambassador na me ye magisika for promotion wo me page so but menji hu sika sa de we me you so eba ne sa I would think say then you should issue a disclaimer ewo wa de na say even though sisi anohwe
then why then did I why will I come to buy the thing?
Then why are you even taking it if you don't even believe in it?
But someone can't so believe it. Our advertisers can't so believe it. You see Kokotobi.
Kokotobi no, it must have been Kokotobi because
yes.
Me nehusika na amaje no. Ma so biashe. Ene ye anase me je ehusika because I believe because as soon as you take money for something to do something.
And no ye wo witness me pacho wo witness. Wo we influencer wo nim say wo ba de hu dobro no ti se ne akofi kumbo se ne America no amanfo gindi di pa say o bo de hu dobro ani chess ade no eye papa based on
and most of the time or can say he's used it because that is the one thing about him that I listen to every time
enti won so no make sure sansa na obaji bibi no na wo trust ade no
and America say but how would you trust something if you have not used it
say me na me di ma ade bro no ka jam say
Obreme specialize in you say manumbi na it is very good. It is based on the fact that wanumbi eneye into opese menso menumbi. But o de breme now see o me hu wo krom na mata mawa. I will be a bit skeptical.
I can't imagine Whitney you doing somebody's promotion and say so we minum bida but ye dey abreme say me mbo hu dabuti.
That is why before I would do a promotion on something I should try it to see if it works.
So let's advise the influencers then.
And America say if one kasa pay your conscience won't you so adeni bida
membo the rule.
Do not go and advertise it and now unko chantro say and na obi ka say because who numbers nkofo di wechi obi de ne rush o mu so ni pay me gini diama
eno ye futu
o kan sema nokra enough for me so me try esan so no so use bi da into odi ho adanse enti ye influencers no yes rom before in the past one dream ho sa but for 2-3 mo say nkofo a follow no and a numbers game and nti na nipa ne ba won and nti na clients ne ba won in the first place it's all about the numbers a number game onim say o won nkofo 3 million o won nkofo 140k o won nkofo 10,000 into the idea to her and the other thing for me too is as see and numbers as so bia yesika nti no bibia bi no na sanso to unhu eyipo marketers from eyi say me yesika nti wo de fabra meka ho asem nti adani don't come bibia bi ne ye come without even verifying because nyamani su ni bi wo ho a ye waso de say verify say ade ya makwaji ato me husu yi ne papa ne sen enti ye influencers ne ye strong in the past ne bia no munnim basisi ya no omumfan show mutiri mu say unnim nia obeka na obetra na obeka ho asem a enamusu nti no ebeda me asem so ama obi
but I see could you mean you
Okay, so me that say, say yeba celebrity endorsement. Companies a celebrities and I say influencers are more following now more a certain level of influencer. Who say your message be a your person your ma aman 40 now you share assume a don't be breeding a chintis here this asem ne question no na okama ne nkrofo a dodo na betimi ate na ebia atimi aye den aba beto ya de no question ba kwa obisa no yes morally no say me bo product bi hu dawra say me hu say omo a me ton amomo no omo so mu dimachi me so me followers are ma building over a period of time say me ton ade bone mo ma ebetimi anya so me influencer ne so say bia me sin so the best ma je ho an na oba konom na ente saa ebetimi aha me daachi so ochina me san ton ade foforo ebetimi aha me eno ntinu say obetimi go that extent say bia obeso ade na hwe now nso wagie di say no kra e fine obi nso ho obetimi aton ade no but onyusu sa product ne bi and someone be a company ne per se oka no ma kire no all the benefits no mo de amana no no akoka ni nyina ne say ade so especially I see before e be out no I go through a FDA ni sa all these institutions no am ya say enso we enso papa enti say me fa na me bo hu dawra say me celebrity ameni ameni say me check ya say sa company no credible ade a ya register edimu say odidra na say na be ochina me nkoton ade bone ma me followers if say also ubu followers na omudi wachina etimetimi aton ade bia me nyusu bi da na o yusu bi da nso eno so boa ma hu ade ne sane o kasampo a message ade ama obetimi ayede aka no akirikire mu ye me hwe stone boy ede ya omo kan ya men's good aba company omo sign no product no yede ama no se obo ho dero makobo ho dero sane me manfo nso no musu muntimi be de join sa de we na akire akobase bi a enya ade esese amanfo de na ebi mu complain say ye omusika akoka adwa mu ho no menyini say ye betimi abo so bo bebre ama ambassadors no eba ne moral grounds no de a obi betimi abo ne so bo say adenti na onim sa ade we enye and I would abeton amami send ye didi unkomo ya but on business level no say me wo ho na be a company biba na so obesre me say memra na me meton na de ma no a me ban on a business level no ma ba beton ne ma no na mom say ye nhwehwemu ehu say company credible say bitcoin ya buy ya obetype ye cd coin ya obetype ye nhwehwemu be no ye ehu say company no edimu credible and son or become a man phone. Men's goes aggrieve customers and so buy on postie say, Omuhuni say Stone Boy as ambassador of men's good. Now all signed the way up banner Sani money be no signed the abedi a man phone. Quickly now no waba abeka say no on your way into what dissociating home from that. And when to send come ye ding oh yeah ambassador now you influencer. Now say oh beton both moral and business level no. Ebe important say ubetimi nso aye nhwehwemu afa company kuna akwakoton wo as an individual and you also have morals or values ade na akwakoton no kra no udi mu bia so wani ana enye sika nko na sese wo hwe at a point say ne ebe ya onso watidifo no ubetimi na NFT ni de ade a amanfo edi hudwa ene okọ non-fungible token no edi one recently cry that the Paul Beresi omo memory omo ton over $1 million ho na marketing na omo ton cryptocurrency certain countries be abane oko Iraq Qatar Morocco Algeria Tunisia omo ina omo abane sa cryptocurrency it is a Ghana enya de credible say the Bank of Ghana issue claim say people should be cautious say omo ne sa enema bi say di dra say you be banning na ne aba out as a nation ne ya banning no totally say ne be ya obi di hudra ontimi nye den endi hudra but other countries no so illegal amanfo edidi huduma and unti celebrities no yes enema bi amoton no mo ohun susu aso say omo di machi no ebetimi aso eno nti na nanse ni ese betting ni alcohol most of our celebrities no ma omo nye den omo promote because obeba on the moral guns no alcohol ni bi ba be bo hu dawro de fefefe na obi nso aba beto na actually no mi na on the moral guns wa say nkrofo but wa di business ade osika de ko eno nti no yenhwe but obi betimi aton ade final obi betimi aton ade a necessarily no ebia na ade no ono nso nyuso bi
Medasi Kojo, Mamin can comment kakrana yanko in share maybe other issues near sorry. So now one from Kwame Sheshe was say Kwesi artists who endorses questionable product must be held responsible. They must do their own checks to be sure the product are authentic. That is because they command huge following and people buy because of them. Yabuatin says, Kwesi, how old is Socrates? Now same you trying to do Yabuatin or do we buy? Ben Suka or say, non selam kwa Socrates. When you decide to endorse a product, your reputation is behind it. People can blame you, so do your due diligence before endorsing anything. That's Cayman San and Odia no buy King Tom Tom or say all that he's saying is a lie. Can't you see that all that you're saying doesn't add up? Socrates, you don't understand the whole thing. Okay, leave it there. Maybe.
This dial is hot. Stay tuned.
Best radio.
News on your number one station.
Weekend, it's the weekend. Let the good vibes take over. Only on your favorite station.
With your favorite station. Live, digital, and on your smartphone. Your radio is hot.
What trying to jump on the other fucking entertainment review. And then it's over to some entertainment review. I'm sitting up on the front and I see
Okay, Yanko and him. So great. Mamia, me say, or what Canada ya, Fanti Kink or the Mom de Brea, Fanti Kink. Was sending message back was it mean kind mouth.
Oh, okay.
Please tell Mr. Socrates. My mom.
My name should not be Mr. Socrates. It should
tell
be Mr.
Socrates. Me, I'm the one. Tell Socrates. My mom did men's gold because he saw a picture of Nam1 with ex-president Kufuor and Otumfuo, all on different occasions.
Okay.
She believed him to be legit, even though what he promised in return was outrageous.
Okay.
And
how does that affect your conversation?
Well, she's trying. I think that what she's trying to say is that by the association, you know.
Okay.
But my parent thought that these are genuine, and I be a genuine business. That's what I'm saying.
A quick one before they will continue. Let me say, the banter with you was not about that.
We didn't banter. Just trying.
The discussion was not about that.
About which one?
It was about the fact that somebody using the product, or does the product be our own use? That was the whole thing.
Well, I'll leave it now for now because I will be the best judge of it. So, Yanko in him now. Your time no crash maybe, but two quick issues be what I'm saying. Bako Ababetoja Eddie Himpa. I'm sure Whitney will be interested in this story. I think it's the most trending story so far. The entertainment circus, no more. I'm saying. Nigeria Sinicheni, you, Iduchi, Abranti Edi Ababa Tuja. A man phone him says, Wawade, one in a year, Wamoti Omo Onkoda and 9. Nancy no be to social media bem say Instagram say oyi ne ne second wife ene ne ba woni na wo pie ebi so omo nyini ebi say yesene ebi so say no kre stories ni be brave amanfo so atweoma no esi hu papa in fact asembe to dwa from Nigeria to Ghana meka Nigeria to Ghana because so in Nigeria ni and what in Nigeria and asem yesi the way Ghana for esi afsom enya asem ketwa en komono Whitney I'm sure say what follow story
and me that we are Ghana I done gender and talk because this week you also say Johnny Depp ne Amber and so dear and teacher say gender no ubia say ubia nye and I done that's the trending thing over social media yet penny win with gender is more violent and more wicked and I'm asking say really baby I do no but if you say I no pay or the better who say ne first wife ne or your number one undisputed and a run on then I wouldn't so betro was say then beautiful lady I see you I
mean the whole story is it was saying idea of say yes no room because he been soon to see and said almost said and Jindi
he has a movie coming up.
In fact there's almost a movie be crowd on I said movie a scene our here our sa lady or saying second wife so on see actress on see they acted in the movie no I say omo ware ni account nyina na bi say na dia we na senior na no credit ni account mintu
for me the fact say he has a movie coming up initially na me say a movie no I mean hype and publicity surrounding it until me who ne year in the comments na in cover screenshot and say may God judge both of you no na two things say a movie nearby the poor innocent akolane in the midst of it echo back and forth no I think say that's an unfortunate taking it a bit too far because well in Kofonso kese akolano and na onye ye because of ne mama sins and all that I think that's a bit too far. Secondly no anaway ne it is it obinim so create una wa act movie una wa direct movie achente bia unimomo one ne yere no
why omo kama minimum
because the other question too is so are you Christian na why legal wedding and yet he can't have a second wife yet and na him say law doesn't permit it bigamy you can't do it but so or practice polygamy so betumi afa remote doa and yet I think say it is no news. The other aspects in so now me who say nkofo de be money the fact say the way are not or de ne yere or hwahwa ne yere yeah that's the word I was looking we say ne de maka the way are not or hwahwa ne yere eye no ewo social media so no sade ye no kra ube bisa ho say na obi anada wo hwahwaye o kamfo no wo ka ne ho asem wo yesi no e na wetumi afa na echi asan kofo oba foforo aye ne ho ade ene ne ete ho me hu say nkofo aye screenshot nso aye say ne papa kan last week or last 2 weeks say bema open ne ho asem open confusion e no fa emamie no worry mamie no enti kwesi as the story unfolds, you know, whether it's true, if it's true, I think some now they're old enough to deal with Omoniama. If it's not true, so for me, and I think say your publicity just gone a bit too far.
Could you meet you?
You Edochi
microphone and your ya by some show, and I could two microphone. Asemo
mean you maybe I say yes, issue no aba amount for air training. Ebi mu gidi, ebi mu nso engine de. Na me share obi to say you edochi or no ofri Anambra State. Na wonom no o hwe omo a polygamy e wo ho pa sa ba bi ofri ba no. Enti me hwe ba bi ofri ba no enye me nwanwa se bi a obeware oba foforo aka ho. And o hwe me celebrities nso a omotai sa eniyema yin se bi a obobra na do ba bi no se oh ba bi amadi me pese menya oba foforo de ka me ho na ebae emanfo bebre na etwa bo no se ono an story ode bae se ne yire oware no yire odi kan oware no na oni hwe ewo abrabomu oni bibia ba oba ne te na se one no atena for over 16 years eba bi sine eti ono an asem kan amanfo nso de so se na wutimi about me we nyina ma na afi wo fa na chi na akọwo abra onye aware na ase o ya bu oba no animti akakra na ni nyina mu omo so omo gidi se eye stunt ana ase ode ba beton eye ne movie a oba no eno so wo ho but in our space no ye beka se bema Nigeria nkasa mpo de mema ye so as for mema pa enti en ba bi o free ba no polygamy ade a omugidi wo ho pa enti se obeware a omane nye open na omane yire hu se me pese me ware bi kan ho na emom se ode be siesie no na oba social media na oba be da oba na di after how many years na yes wawo akro oba na nya awe na oyire ba be hu social media na ono so aba be tweet abe comment wase na amanfo wiase nyina ye den asomne de megiri se one ne yire na odi kan no wa anye fair to ne yire na odi kan no ko betimi ama na te ase sei na me pesa me ye na wakoso aye but wa ye ne die oye be ma no ene o so ye ne se obedi atum na se chelpa bi no ode be ma ne yire na wa ma ne yire na hu but me ameka ne se ida a stunt ana say ye no kre no ni nyina mu no onhwe yi se ne oba no ene mofra no omo nya asem bi adache
so kakra bi adwe kan
well ni am de be kan no ne say no kre me hu pictures bi about guy bi okita abofra bi ene ye twitwi ye manfo ka honestly the story no nyame yi but based on comments bi ayaye o hanse kakra no ene kakra mesua free counselor Lutrot but just say
there are stories on the platform.
Different stories. You bet me I can different stories.
No, their story, that particular story, there are a lot of
information.
A lot of posts on the platform.
Yes, but honestly, no.
And see, what kind now it me I make a commentary on it. That's how you do it.
Because the me say, ni nyina so no. Enya dia. Because obi ni obi aware
once we are discussing, it is not part. It's part of. We are discussing.
Yo, okay, Mate, me that's but based on the menu and me akan, akoye awarisem yi. Me modie oba ukunu ehwa said yen no kofa wachi a eno nkire so mpe wo. No. Se obeka say ni kunu ehwa no se enti no akofa na chi eno nkire se ompe wo me pa cho. Enna se obi ne yire ti ho na tradition ti anasi we nti no okokofo oba foforo nso no me nso me feel say eno nso is neither here nor there me modi anya dia me pe aware mienu anasi I subscribe to it no ye headache
that subscribe to which refund
me say aware mienu no ye headache mame what am I say refund it's up to you but it's not a crime under our customs it's not a crime. What am I say? I no ni obi ko ware ukunu ene oba fufuro ko wu anu nkire so mpewo. No. Enti mi mo de sem na ekoso ni nyina no me hu ni ti hu ni nan on this amanfo asobu ti send obi akoye boni bi yakokun bi pa bi a ye ho no na me ye masem. No obi ne kunu ne obi ne yire ne wakofa ne chi ya o masa. Wako ba nipa wako nipa a obetimi abe president dachi a obetimi aye scientist obenya akoda yi benya cancer duro e dia be wiase aba be save nipa. Is this a crime? Masa
Okay. Yeah, kona unim Tim Westwood.
Yes.
DJ Tim Westwood.
Yes.
Unim no.
Minimum no.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm saying don't do that.
Me, was it?
The way you are, yes, yeah, don't do that.
Oh, why? I'm not supposed to know him.
When my son make come, I'm stretching. I'm just okay. Let's move on. You know why I'm doing that, and I'm saying don't do that. Oh dear. Who saw him DJ Tim Westwood?
I mean him no.
Okay. What follow story no?
My follows my kind.
Okay.
Send the two platforms. And then the first time I mean who?
I know dear what kind.
Oh yeah, me kind.
So me the other two platforms so how kind.
Kwesi Abuaje pa.
No, don't create the impression. Me see me the other two how kind.
I me kind.
Okay.
So the two was young kind.
And the issue now, yeah, they discuss this here now. Yeah, no. Unim said there are a lot of stories on the platform.
Kwesi, I know there
Yes
are a lot
or
of
no?
stories. Yes, but me can say
you know there are stories about it. Yes, sir.
And me kind me who say asem we enye yi a.
And you now decided which one you now decide. Only a part of the production.
No, I'm not part.
Yes.
But then I can say my reaction to it.
It's okay, Uncle Tim Westwood.
Okay.
We'll talk about that one later.
Oh, okay.
So it's here for a brand new Kobata. We spend a bit of time kitwebi niaka DJ Tim Westwood UK abrochimem note. Abagana na say crab so kwa I'm not too sure about it. Nancy no Ghana okwa no oda so town. Oko okay. All right, so Bagana Nancy be say fine crime ko pie Kumase na oye DJ oye oye juma BBC oni o ma ye juma mfie bebre wonu show Westwood Tim Westwood Ghana anyom to phone amko UK ni nyina amko kofa ni show ni program no so ema amko rapo omo beto nyum beye yi ebi ko rapo kama ebi so timi rapo troka ema be yankomodie ni ne ka ho na aba beto dwase ye DJ Tim Westwood ema bi asase e ba abontin ni nyina ye nhwemu bi akoso nhwemu no koso ne yase was say man what say what sexual misconduct brofuno say no mesi aka no me chire mo twim kura na hwa na makwakotin but wo mu nyina mo accuse no of sexual misconduct allegations bebre no mo de ato DJ Tim Westwood so ma make say yesi ma be enso asahe no mo ni o medi nkomo 1992 Edeba 2017. I say obi o si menini twamfoni ye twamfoni na mehun so o so meto ensa so o so meto obi o so de ne nsa so ne nufum obi o so say do so de ne ko dem wanya so peso wampene so be no ne dai eni chese eni am sin and saying meni amanfo twa photo a mehwe yi so great Tim Westwood.
Tim Westwood. My man started with your permission. There's a
Bayanche because a brand.
Oh, yeah,
well, maybe that be a source a bit me be
okay. But quickly, no, there's a post be Mr. Memneda. Me, I would like to us to put our minds on it but Udia Maminya no answer. Kwesi, sa issue we issue be a obeme bia nyankopon ne ball. You may fall victim to say allegation we, especially when you are in the position a bebma a man for from different about chain. I am telling you, who Kwesi Abuaje, you may fall victim. Me, I'll fall victim. Oh, bia, baby, away. Who got now or channel and so know your program. You,
even women.
Yes,
even women.
One, ne bani say na. Meko Bible mo Kwesi. What's the time in your? But the first a year, obe fall victim Abraham. And then Sarah, omu tu kwan omu drew baby. Send ye omu Hagar. Or he no who Sarah no. At the end of ye, or compare no. And no beside Abraham say, or your wine or you a minia. And of Jano. That tells you the hunting nature of men. Bema nyankopon board the send ye ti bia hu oba. Ne chese ne hu ye finance or yawa corner. You make a move. Is it a crime?
So, nia okay, mami fa we nka hona ento say whether sanity ana. So, hwehwemu ana BBC for you say BBC 3 documentary Tim Westwood abuse of power. Che say we used to me awo no. Eddie ACC amanfo.
Okay.
Enti emma bɛyɛ nso so far no BBC for ɛdi nkɔmmɔ na interestingly emma nso ni nyinaa ma ba bɛka saa asɛm yi allegations no ɛsɛ ɔm nyinaa yɛ blacks.
Okay.
ɔm nyinaa yɛ
tuntumfoɔ. Yanfo omudi antudwa.
Ɔm nyinaa yɛ tuntumfoɔ.
Yanfo omudi antudwa according to the story.
Names. Yes, I mean I'm sure say.
Yes.
And send him D can obi also okay we ni twa picture. So no fu. Obi also waso no to. Obi also say onimi ko fie. Mi hia no hanum say mi ko hia no. Efi na by force of person ni ne ka ho. Sanse
But it's interesting part me ye me say yanfo mo de ya protect you mo. What you say? Whether right or wrong, you protect you mo. Okay, your friend is saying American sitcom papa Olumai
Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby. Yeah, the be here no. Chire yans and the man back say no. And yes, we were even coerced to even push him into it. Because see, every man may fall victim to these things.
Okay.
But there are people too in certain positions omutimi koso worry money be.
Or see abuse of power.
Abuse of power.
I want you to address that part.
In position be no who baby. Now ne ho ya ofe. You cannot approach oba no.
That's not what
no, where is the abuse of power in this?
See abuse of power, brofo.
Any
position now to me now no. Now because ebia nipa no ba be pay juma. Na ano hiamwa because of what say to me in that vulnerable position. San wo kano.
Any ahimfo mu hu ma.
Eno na bia baka say yes mema bia ye D4 was ade na address that.
Intini che so be ma bia wo position bia hu oba bia na ne ho ye wakọ na untimi approach no.
Socrates.
Oh, me bisa. Then abuse it can be interpreted abuse of power now kan ye no. Me pa cho kwesi sometimes you make me look some way. I'm
not making you look some way.
Because one
who is making the whole thing look some way.
You are in a position. You are a managing director somewhere.
Abuse of power. Abuse of power. Say who you sue to me the CCOB. And no now can say onti obi hu obi na ne ho ye ne fa onti mi say ya de kro.
I mean enemy can say who opposition be. Who your manager. E wo baby. Na hu obi. Na ne ho ye wakono no approach no. In fact, is that an abuse of power?
Socrates.
And yet there be
Socrates.
Okay.
And what is being discussed, you know? Yes, say Tim Westwood abused in the power because of who he were the prominence as Tim Westwood. Into him say because of who he is as Tim Westwood. No, any obebia a banner for help and now approaches him. No. Instead of just ending it at the business level, no, it goes further.
Inti sen oba ne niji oba ne ho ade no be.
Say no ompe no man entiase.
Yes.
Ade no be.
Say no man entiase.
Say ne niji oba ne ho as nipa o. Nipa be ma. Ne niji oba ne ho a. Ade no be.
At this point in time, it is not about we need Jehu and now we need Jehu.
You have no right because you are.
It is not about that. It is about the fact that you are in a position of whatever authority, prominence, and figurehead, whatever. Yes. And Unim said, "This is the position I am in, so I abuse it."
How did he abuse? By approaching proposing to the lady?
I nearly.
You nearly do what? You see a woman on raping Nana. That is why they Mama, mommy, I'm sorry, you. This thing is getting to a point where, Charlie, you are in a position. So you see a lady, and then you cannot approach her because you are in a position. Hey, if you rape her, it's a crime. You should be arrested. If you rape her, you should be arrested. It's a crime. But if you propose to the person,
Socrates.
If you propose to the person, what makes it a crime?
Socrates, the issue on the table today is not about proposing to people. The issue on the table today is about the fact that somebody in that position abused that.
And we have women who also.
But it isn't about that today. It isn't about that.
I am talking about that today. That is what I am talking about, not what you are talking about. I am talking about men who are falling victims to these kind of accusations. Remember the nipa emoja ni omumu. Remember the emoja ni omumu. The be a better how not just say men are being accused and persecuted wrongly. If you rape a woman, it's wrong. It's a crime. You should be arrested. But what is wrong with proposing to somebody?
Kojokin can be why not Mimpon.
Celebrities, and I say people are more to me. Yes, it be more you saw me to me no. Eddie Abizu and Crawford. Yes, yeti. Me my Juma or baby manager no. Or your banner be pedjuma any oboa. Say or do your and son one more Juma. Eti koso. Na o say. Oh, say ebi wo ho a oba position na wo mu no.
Don't do it.
Position a wo mu a wo pay adwuma no. Enye obi a na na adwuma do obeka say menye. But o manager one who say the onipa ne vulnerable o hia adwuma nti na o yusu eye utumi na o de ama no. Na me ade a kire me so ne say o hwe yes na ensem UBS na me question is ade na now na omo ba out aba be kasa. What is the interest? A fina ebimoba obi say bia otwa no ahu say wo so ne ba bia ense say wo so also o mie ne nufu. I don't know that
there's something called grief process.
Yeah.
And to me determine nipa grief process. There's also something called victim shaming. Enti nipa is true say nipa in that position no mekoka. And that is what is happening. I'll be shamed say okra na why privilege say nipana ayi say enti it could take years.
Yes.
And so sometimes even rape victims break it say this is what happened to me. Molested children. It takes years.
Unfortunately,
let's empower women. Let's empower the women. Let's empower them.
Before I Gloria Safo ne mame eye na this weekend or say we should industry who say ne mame eye na Saturday 30th April ewo Achim Osiem Town Park enti yenya Gloria Safo nanama we fiera weekend dinner on omu chrome mame.
Okay. Unfortunately, yentimi Kevin Council. Okay. Your time now so Madam Asina ye see what I'm saying. Grateful being out there. Up next, Kwanso Bro. Odian kan betim akopim no nsia. Kwesi abwagine. Me